Hello from Highbridge Park, situated in northeast Volusia County in Ormond Beach along the Halifax River. This park features a free boat ramp, kayak, canoe launch, fishing dock, picnic tables, pavilions, and restrooms. First up on our boat tour, Tracy is going to share with us the origin of the name of this scenic landscape.
The Proclamation of 1763 ended the French and Indian War and gave possession of Florida to Great Britain. King George III wanted to start selling land grants, but in order to do that, he needed to have the territory surveyed. A Dutch immigrant by the name of John Gerard William de Brom was hired for the job. De Brom sailed down the east coast of Florida and into an inlet that he named Mosquito. It would later be called Ponce Inlet in the 1920s. De Brom and his crew sailed north on an unknown river that they named in honor of Lord Halifax. The second Earl of Halifax, George Montagu Dunk, was a British statesman. Due to his success in extending commerce in America, he was known as the father of the colonies and also became the namesake of our beautiful Halifax River right here in Volusia County.
As we boat along the Halifax River, the abundance of natural plants and animals await our discovery. Let's check in with Trey to find out the latest.
So out here today in the Halifax River in the Bulow Creek area, there's some really cool different environments. We have this marsh habitat, which is mainly these grasses, and there's a whole different ecosystem that's involved with those marsh systems. So they're extremely important to protect those. But another cool little animal that you'll see in these marsh and mudflat areas is the fiddler crab. Fiddler crabs are important for this substrate because they help aerate the soil. You'll see them dig these tiny little burrows and they'll pull up that sand and you'll see these tiny little mud balls just outside that burrow, and that's actually the sand that they've eaten and cleaned, and they're aerating the soil and cleaning the soil, so they're extremely important little critters. The males have a large claw that you see on the beach. They'll be waving to the females, and that's how they attract the females, and they're just really cool, important organisms for this ecosystem.
Old Florida is full of history, and sometimes even a little mystery. Join Lisa as she digs up an old folktale.
In the early 20th century, about a teaspoon of gold was brought up on a drill bit that had penetrated a keg that had been found under the water in this area. The search for gold was inspired by a story that had been passed down for generations. This tale of treasure dates back to the early 1700s, when it is believed that a Spanish sailing ship on its way to St. Augustine was chased down by two English vessels. The ship made its way to where the Tomoka River, the Halifax River, and Bulow Creek meet. They then offloaded their gold into three smaller boats and tried unsuccessfully to escape using Smith Creek. The boats sunk, taking the gold with them. 2 centuries later, that gold-crusted drill bit led the Sneed family, along with J.B. High, to believe they had located the buried kegs. They spent weeks trying to dredge those kegs up out of the water. They used caissons, pumps, and even scuba dove for them. Unfortunately, they were unsuccessful and eventually they gave up the search. To this day, the story of the Spanish ship's lost gold remains a mystery. Well, we didn't find any buried treasure today, but what we did find is a beautiful Volusia County park that we hope you get out and enjoy. Highbridge Park here in Ormond Beach is a hidden treasure of its own. I hope you'll come out and explore. I'm Lisa.
I'm Trey.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Heather, and this is Volusia Today.